Go ahead. Yep.
Okay, so you say, well, why bother? Okay, so then I come along and I say, oh, look it, here's some more of our native bellworts trying to make an impact. So, wow, I can certainly do what I can here. Like here's the euonymus. Okay, so I'm going to take that out because that'll shade out the native. I can try and pull out some of this stilk grass, but I have to be careful not to disturb those roots. So look at this is very good to see. And then again, here's this honeysuckle, but once again, I have to do it very, very carefully, and I don't want to disturb these bellworts that are coming back. So tap that down, and at least try and stay aware of this little area. I don't want to touch and I don't want to touch the poison ivy right now. I mean, I would remove it because we have an area where plants are trying to make a comeback. And so people, if you want to do, let's say, a lighter job, some of these things don't take that much muscle, but to learn your plants and make sure you can identify them correctly, and then learn how to remove them without disturbing other plants, and over time, we can maintain these meadows and these areas of this ecosystem. It's really about trying to save an ecosystem, is what it's all about.
And people.
Yeah.
We're children.
Yeah, for the next generation. How you doing? I think I've spoken to you before, huh?
I don't think so. Yeah, I just was curious what you were doing.
What we're doing here is we're trying to make a little educational video.
Okay.
About native plants and invasive plants.
Okay.
And we have so many invasive plants in the park that it's a big job. And unfortunately, we don't have the budget in Philadelphia to really and truly stay on top of it. But like the park did plant this meadow. So if we can get a good volunteer group, then this meadow will be here by the time your son is older, and he may still be able to see native birds and some native plants and flowers. That would be wonderful. Well, what I was just talking about is, see these little dark green leaves that have the linear veination? These are little bellworts. They're very small, and so since this is an area where they're trying to make a comeback, I was just saying by being really careful not to disturb the roots. So I'm not going to be too aggressive here. That this other lighter grass, this is a stilk grass from Japan that was used for packing of ceramics. So I'm very, very carefully just trying to give the bellwort an opportunity maybe to survive, because this stilk grass will go really tall and overshadow these small plants, and then they will not have the sun and to be able to grow healthy. And like for instance, let me see if I can get this one. See right under here, there's another one. So if I could very gingerly and carefully, now that I've recognized that, I'm going to be really careful. I'm going to pull this away from that and tap the soil down and remove this one, because this is a hammer honeysuckle, 3/4. It'll cover over the area. So there's a lot of little jobs. If people get to learn what the plants are, then they can start to maintain them. Like, see, this is a garden. That would be a good way to look at it, because it's an ecosystem that we could lose.
And what's this one right here?
That looks like a type of, it's either maybe a type of thoroughwood, a couple white flowers.
That's invasive or that?
No, that would be native. That would be native.
What about this one over here?
That's actually sassafras. That's a tree coming up.
Okay.
A young tree coming up.
And the sassafras, the Native Americans used to use that, right? Or not?
They did something with it.
Yeah.
I use root beer, that people talk about, root beer from sassafras. And that's a beautiful little native tree, and it has different leaves. Like right now, that's just coming up, so you can't see that the variation in the leaves. You get one that looks like a little glove. It's 3 different types of leaves on the sassafras, but I just recognize it by the, because it's young enough. I can. So even learning the plants at different stages of their development is really good. So the big one that we were trying to pull out was the garlic mustard.
Which one is that?
It's coming up right here. I have a whole bag of dried garlic mustard.
That's an invasive species?
Yeah, this also came from Europe, and the Europeans brought it over as a potter. You see, I wanted to make sure it got the root out.
As a what color? What did you bring it over for?
As a pot herb for cooking.
Oh, you can use it as an herb?
Well, people, yeah, they can. You can go online and get recipes. People make basil out of it. It has 2 years of growth. It's a biennial. I'm not sure exactly the ones that use it for cooking, if they use the second year or the first year. But every one of these, see, that's seeds. There's about 20 seeds that are going to come out of that plant. So you can see, this is, so the reason I'm bagging it is because of these toxins in the soil that affect the underground mycorrhizal. There's a lot of plants have a symbiotic relationship with underground fungus. There's an exchange of water and minerals, and that weakens other plants. If you get too much, if the garlic takes over and puts the chemicals in the soil, that will weaken the other plants, where they can't even. It's like carbon stress and being able to photosynthesize properly. So there's a lot going on in the woods. It's really important to help the soil. Deep roots hold the soil down. There's a lot to learn here. It's a very interesting study.
Yeah, it's great.
And then we're always looking for volunteers when available.
Yeah, it's hard with
But it's important since you're raising your child for the next generation, is to learn about this, because you want to make sure that these ecosystems with this biodiversity are going to be here for your child. With the changes, and there's so much stress from climate change, it's really making it difficult, because a lot of these invaders, they don't have enemies. They're hardy plants. Like I haven't seen insects on that garlic because it came from another place. But the deer were browsing on natives, and then invasives come in. So do study it. Become a member of Friends of Pennypack Park and other friends. Do you live locally?
Down in the city in Penny Park.
Oh, I used to.
Yeah.
We're in Home Park, right?
On 8th Street.
On 8th Street. I grew up at 20.